The billions worth earnings of IPL and BCCI's tax secret. Imagine, at 11 o'clock at night, the stadium lights are shining, the crowd is cheering, cameras are capturing the players' faces, and millions of people's breath is stuck on every single ball. But behind this noise, another game is going on. This game is not of bat and ball, but of media rights, sponsorships, tickets, franchise fees, and tax rules. The fear starts right here. The same IPL that we consider just entertainment generates income of thousands of crores, but the question arises whether BCCI pays income tax on that income like a regular company. The curiosity is that if an organization earns billions, fills stadiums, advertisers line up and players are sold for crores, yet it gets income tax exemption, then how exactly does the law view it? This is where the story becomes shocking, because this matter is not just about cricket. It is a story of a very fine line between India's tax system, charity rules, sports promotion, and commercial success. In India, cricket is not just a game, it is an emotion. In many homes, as soon as a match starts, the dinner time changes, the TV runs at the shop, and checking the score in the office becomes a habit. IPL turned this emotion into a grand business model. Here, local talent becomes a national star, a foreign player plays in front of the Indian crowd, and with every over, the visibility of brands keeps increasing. When the hammer falls in an auction, it is not just the player's price that is decided. Along with it, a new story of the team's strategy, the fan base's expectations, jersey sales, and brand value also begins. BCCI is the central body of this entire cricket ecosystem. Its job is considered to be organizing cricket, promoting it, supporting the domestic structure, and taking Indian cricket from the national to the global level. Now the question is, when IPL has become such a big commercial product, then how does BCCI get an exemption in income tax? The answer is not simple, but it is very important to understand. BCCI was not formed like an ordinary private company. It is an autonomous body registered under the Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act, and its stated object is the promotion and development of cricket. In the Income Tax Act, public utility work like sports promotion can find a place in the category of charitable purpose if the organization's main purpose is not to earn private profit. BCCI has had a tax status linked to Section 12A registration, and the process like Section 12AA has been linked to this registration and scrutiny. It is because of this status that the basis for income exemption is formed. It sounds strange because in a common man's mind, charity means work like helping an orphanage, hospital, or the poor. But the definition of charity in law is not that narrow. Law often considers such work as public utility, which benefits a large part of society. BCCI's argument has been exactly this. Cricket promotion gives benefits to millions of people, players, and associations. But the Income Tax Department objected to this. The department's question was that IPL is now not just a game, but has become a highly commercial tournament in which a huge surplus is generated. The department sent notices to the BCCI and asked that when so much income is coming from IPL, why shouldn't its charitable registration be cancelled, or why shouldn't questions be raised on tax exemption? BCCI said that earning from IPL is one thing, and promoting cricket is not a separate thing but a part of that same mission. The bigger the league, the more the reach of cricket will increase. The matter reached the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, i.e. ITAT. On the 2nd of November 2021, the Mumbai bench gave an important verdict in favor of BCCI, which gave new clarity to this debate. The tribunal said that just because a cricket tournament is popular and profitable, it cannot be assumed that the organization's main object has moved away from cricket promotion to earning profit. There was a big legal point here. BCCI has the power to conduct IPL, but its object clause is cricket promotion. The tribunal explained the point of viewing power and object separately. Meaning, if the tournament was organized in an attractive format to make cricket popular, sponsors came, viewers increased and revenue was made, then the purpose of promotion is not lost by this. This is the reason why BCCI's stance regarding its registration and income tax exemption was considered strong. But this does not mean that every earning is automatically tax-free, or that scrutiny can never happen. Tax exemption is not a magic shield. An organization must remain within the scope of its stated objects, the use of funds, and legal compliance. If the purpose changes, questions can be raised again. Now the most important clarity comes here. When people say that BCCI does not pay tax, they should understand that it is mainly about income tax exemption, not all taxes. BCCI definitely pays GST. GST rules apply to sporting event admission services and many commercial supplies, so the IPL ecosystem is not entirely outside the tax system. According to information given in Parliament, the gross GST collection from BCCI in 2023 and 2024 was reported to be more than 2,038 crore rupees. Therefore, the zero tax line is only half the story. The truth is that BCCI gets the benefit of income tax exemption on income related to the IPL due to its charitable status, but GST and other indirect tax obligations remain separate. The player's tax story is also completely different. The salary that is shown in the IPL auction is taxable income for the player, and TDS is deducted from it. Generally, 10% TDS is deducted on the IPL income of Indian players, while 20% TDS is commonly cited for foreign players. Later, the actual tax is calculated according to the rules. Therefore, it is not as if money moves around in the IPL and the government gets nothing. The tax system keeps working on many points related to players, vendors, broadcasters, advertisers, and ticketing. In IPL 2025, teams spent hundreds of crores on players, and according to reports, the government received a large tax collection from the players' salaries themselves. That is, income tax exemption is only BCCI's entity-level story. Now look at the other side of the story. BCCI says that the strength built by IPL strengthens Indian cricket. Domestic cricket state associations, academies and infrastructure find support from this economy. For players from many small towns, IPL has become not just a dream, but a real door to a career. Earlier, it took years to make a name. Now one season can change a player's life. When a bowler from a small town bowls out a big batsman, it is not just talent behind it. Behind it is the entire chain of scouting, coaching, domestic tournaments, and cricket infrastructure. BCCI's argument is that the revenue goes back into cricket. If the money reaches stadiums, grounds, training, women's cricket, junior cricket and domestic players, then the purpose of promotion remains alive. But the criticism is also not weak. A common man asks that if a small businessman has to pay tax on profit, then why should such a big cricket body get an exemption? This question seems valid because IPL's presentation does not look like a charity event. Here celebrity owners' bids worth crores, luxury branding and primetime advertising are all visible. But tax law runs on structure, not emotions. The law looks at what the organization's legal object is, where the income is being used, and whether there is any private benefit. If an organization earns profit, profit is not wrong in itself. The question is whether that profit is going into private pockets or is being reinvested in the declared public purpose. BCCI is not a listed company whose shareholders take dividends. Its income is linked to cricket administration and development. This very point becomes the base of its exemption argument. Still, the demand for transparency remains. When money is made from public emotion, questions on public accountability are natural. Fans want to know where cricket money actually goes. According to recent public reports, BCCI's total income from 2023 was reported at 11,769 crore rupees and surplus at 5,120 crore rupees. Such figures show that IPL is not just a tournament, but a financial engine. IPL media rights have made this engine even more powerful. When broadcast and digital rights are sold in thousands of crores, every match becomes a business asset along with being a sporting event. This is the reason why BCCI holds an unusually powerful position in world cricket. Indian viewership, Indian advertisers, and IPL's brand value directly affect the global cricket economy. But questions come along with power. Should such a big body get charity-style tax benefits? Is it right to look at sports promotion and commercial entertainment through the same lens? There is no simple answer to this debate. On one hand there is cricket development, and on the other hand there is a billion-rupee league. On one hand there is the charitable object of the law, and on the other hand there is a business-like presentation. The strongest argument in favor of the BCCI is that the IPL expanded cricket. New players arrived, domestic talent got a stage, and India's cricket economy strengthened at a global level. The fear on the opposite side is that if any big profitable event takes tax exemption just by calling it promotion, it can create an imbalance in the tax system. Therefore, the role of the government and tax authorities becomes important here. They have to ensure that there is no misuse of exemption, but genuine sports promotion is also not discouraged. This story explains a basic fact of the tax system to us. Income tax exemption does not mean that money was not earned, and GST payment does not mean that income tax was levied. Income tax is levied on the taxable income of an organization. GST is levied on the supply of goods or services. TDS is an advance tax deducted from the recipient's income. When these three things get mixed up, the headline is formed: BCCI earns billions, pays no tax. But the real matter is more layered than the headline. In BCCI's case, the question is not whether IPL is commercial or not. IPL clearly operates on a commercial scale. The real question is whether the commercial scale has ended the main object of cricket promotion. In its verdict, the ITAT believed that popularity, sponsorship and surplus alone do not prove that the purpose of cricket promotion has ended. Meaning the law gave more importance to the organization's object and income usage than to the shine of the tournament. This is the technical point, without understanding which the whole story remains incomplete. Still, the public interest in this topic is high, because cricket in India is linked to both trust and emotion. Fans buy tickets, spend data packs, take subscriptions and follow brands. When such a huge public emotion makes money, it is natural for questions to arise. Is grassroots cricket getting stronger with this money? Are players from small towns getting better facilities? If the answer is yes, then the moral argument for exemption strengthens. If the answer is unclear, then criticism increases and the demand for transparency intensifies. Therefore, BCCI's tax story cannot be understood just by making it a shocking headline. It is a case where law, sport, money and public trust are playing on the same pitch. The biggest twist is that the picture formed by hearing does not pay tax is not complete. BCCI takes the income tax exemption benefit, but pays GST, and players in the IPL ecosystem pay tax. This story also gives a lesson to the common viewer. As soon as you hear any viral financial claim, first ask, which tax on which income, under which law and on which entity? On the cricket field, the umpire gives a ball-by-ball decision. But in the tax field, the decision is made through sections, registrations, objects and judicial interpretations. This legal scoreboard runs behind the shine of the IPL. Runs are visible on the scoreboard, but a whole inning of rights, surplus, GST, TDS and exemption keeps running in the balance sheet. Today, BCCI is counted among the most powerful bodies in world cricket. But its real challenge is not just earning revenue, but also continuing to prove that the revenue is for cricket development.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.